Hello there people, this is Mr. Critic and you're watching my Let's Replay of Panzer General. So the Grand Campaign Part 66, Execute Order 66, Washington Part 3, but Washington with Tigers of course, and also Axis Turn 3. Before I begin, thank you for all of your comments. I'll get to them today. I know I'm again behind, sorry. And also thank you my new subscribers. I just calculated something. If this trend with new subscribers, continues, in 117 years I will be the most popular LPer on YouTube, in the world. So keep them coming, the subscriptions. I plan to live forever, so what's 117 years? Okay, I have studied the battlefield a little bit, but then I thought that since we will do 2 turns, I don't want it to be like first turn I know exactly what I'm doing and second turn it's like so I want both turns to be about Now the sound you're hearing again, I just turned off the fan since it is freaking hot here, so hope you will be able to forgive me. Okay, so air map, ground map, casualties, and of course weather forecast. So yeah, this is it for the beginning. Now, as you can see, we have basically destroyed the Allied air fleet. Sure, we see 7 more airplanes, but only 2 of them are at full strength, so this Mitchell and this Mustang. And of course we'll mostly use our auxiliary fighters to deal with them, since our next priority target, well, tanks and armor. Take a look at this. I actually wasn't paying attention in the previous video. This armor is usually here, so the enemy kind of realized that we are going in with our paratroopers, and it's concentrating armor. And yeah, this is actually a good idea, since armor is the only way to counter our paratroopers and artilleries. Yeah, but otherwise imps, anti-tank guns, air defenses, well, cannot do shit against our paratroopers, since they are elite and with the strength of 15. So yeah, where should we start first? Well, first we can disband some units. Now we need room, we need more slots available, since one thing I would do differently again is this Tiger 2, yeah, it's great to have it, but it should be supported by a Recon, since it's so slow moving, and after we reach the coast we'll be able to take over the objectives with this Recon. So yeah, 1 turn behind the schedule, but still this part of the map will be ours using this Tiger and this Recon. Perhaps we'll even turn south, like I said, to Annapolis, but not sure just yet. As for luck, well, we had some good luck here, some bad luck here near Port Tobacco, since our fighter bomber should have fired first against this lightning. I check again, initiative of 4 versus initiative of 6, and the same experience. So luck was, well, fair to both sides. Some good luck, some bad luck. Now here Colonial Beach. Now we'll disembark our Tiger II. Yeah. And then we'll do some damage. And here we'll disembark our bridge engineers, destroy the fort on the next turn, and these bridge engineers will just advance. So first we'll advance with our ground units. Of course we'll have to deal with this with the non-victory objective of Benedict, but I'm not sure for the moment which units actually we will use for the job. So okay, so you can also advance, and this tank and this one plus the one that is lagging behind, not his fault, you know, it's slow moving by nature. And one recon and another one. Basically, I'm sure you realize that we are fighting two different battles. One slow moving, actually, you know, in the south, and one kind of suicidal, you know, here in the middle, not in the north, but you know what I mean. Since paratroopers, once we drop them out of our airplanes, they will be at the mercy of the enemy's ground units. So before we actually, you know, let them out, we better take care at least of the enemy's armor. Okay, now we'll use some of our we'll use some of our fighters, auxiliary fighters, to deal with the remainder of the enemy's air fleet. Excellent. And you can fly here and destroy this Mustang and also scout. We need to see all the time what is happening around the city of Benedict. So here we go. Mustang, die. So this is probably the only unit we will destroy by using our elite fighters. All others, well, can be dealt with our auxiliaries, and the surplus of our auxiliaries will be disbanded. Okay, now for tactical bombing around this airfield and Port Tobacco. We have to destroy the artillery, definitely. And of course also we'll have to work on this fort, since our bridge engineers, after destroying this fort, well, will be in the area quite, you know, shortly, so in a short period of time, so, you know, not a bad idea. So this time we will not attack, we'll fly here again and attack the artillery again. Very nice. What else do we have in the south? One more tactical bomber, which will go for this anti-tank gun. And this fellow will just work on this imp, and after attacking it will stay put. Okay, so far so good. Have not decided what to do with this elite fighter with a strength of 6 just yet. Most likely we'll use it to finish off an already weakened air units, you know, like this level bomber or this one or this invader. Okay, and now for the particularly necessary part. First we'll have to level bomb this air defense, since it still has ammo. Beautiful. Status: no more ammo. Perfect. So now, after we attack this tank, we can park over this IMF. Let me check something. Yeah. I think we will be able to prevent this air defense from getting, you know, some ammo. So this is the idea. Attack. Now of course we cannot be sure that the enemy did not purchase more air units, but now I feel more confident about our fighter bombers, since, as you have seen, they were quite successful defending themselves against even Mustangs, and the enemy tends to purchase lightnings after, you know, well, you know what I mean, after its core units are gone, and, you know, has to purchase more support units. The enemy goes for lightnings. I'm really not sure why this is the case, but it is, you know, so I feel quite safe. Okay, now we'll do some scouting, because I want to also see where the air defenses are in Washington. I know they are not our primary objective or problem, but after we take over these 3 airfields, and perhaps even before, a lot of our air units will focus on Washington itself. So we'll attack this artillery, and with the spotting of 4 we'll do some very necessary scouting over this fort. Okay, air defense. Oh, another air defense. For some reason this one is always on a river hex, if you remember, you know, from my previous attempt on Washington with Panthers. This is a totally stupid idea where to place an air defense. On a river hex, you know, just fucking stupid, but the enemy does it, so who am I to argue? Also want to check something else. We see this airfield, which is good. No more enemy air units. Just checking for the rest of the airfields. This one is not in our spotting range, but if I'm not completely mistaken, it's the only one that is not in our spotting range. Okay, yeah, it's true. So let us attack this air defense with our elite fighter. Come on. We have fired first. Beautiful. So the air defense is still alive, but no longer a threat. As for this one, we'll have to wait for the next turn. Okay. What else? Yeah, we can use more of our auxiliary fighters. So you destroy this invader and then fly here just to be on the safe side. I really don't want this air defense to get back to strength. Nice. Fly here. Okay, more auxiliaries. Well, this fighter we also have to use, so Let us see what will happen after we attack with our auxiliaries. So you deal with this. Level bomber. Nice. And you with this one. Who has fired first? Ah, the level bomber. I didn't see actually it happening. Okay. You see, level bombers can actually do something when fighting, you know, our air units. You'll wait. Now let me check what else do we have in here in the south. I'm looking, of course, for fighter bombers. You can go for this tank. Since, like I said, we have to destroy the armored units. Very nice, and also good for scouting. Now, of course, we'll also send 2 of our fighter bombers to attack these 2 tanks. So, you first. Again, very nice. Now we make space for our elite fighter. So we go for this artillery. Close, but not close enough. And now, with some luck, this will actually work, and we'll deal with this Mustang. Come on, finish him off. Beautiful. What to do with this fighter? It can actually reach this anti-tank, and anti-tanks, for a comparison, let me show you something. Air defense of 9, air defense of 6. So what I wanted to say is we can actually use our elite fighters and still do a lot of damage, and of course spare our tactical bombers for something else. Oh, you know what? Fuck you. Are you trying to make me look bad in this video, you bastard? Probably. Okay. Now for this 2, definitely fighter bombers. So you okay, but it's good, you know, since now we know that for one more turn the paratroopers will not jump out of their airplanes just yet, because the armored units in the area are still too strong. But on the next turn, most definitely. Okay, you give him hell. Okay. And we have one more important target, but we are very low on our elite tactical bombers, so instead we'll use a fighter, since this tank already has the strength of 7. Here we go. I'm having some bad luck with attacking, the armor with elite fighters. But it's a part of the game, so... One more airplane to destroy it. Job for 2 of our auxiliary fighters, and the rest I think we will disband. I'm not sure just yet. Okay. 1 and 2. And after this attack, I think it's time to save the game, since I will also take a little pause to consider what to do with the rest of our air units. Definitely we would like to scout near this airfield, while we still have fighters to react if somebody is, stationed here. And of course, to prioritize. Plus, I have noticed that we do not see the battleship and American battleship and the cruiser, so I'm not sure if it is safe to continue our journey with this Tiger II in a sea transport, where even a Tiger II is very weak. So, okay, a little pause. Oh no, first we save, of course. Washing 004. Little pause, be right back. Yo, I'm back. Just thinking, anybody else finds this scenario kind of confusing, with all of our units, all of the enemy units? It's just, so many of them. But okay, I've made some sense of it while studying, while taking this little pause. So now we'll strafe this destroyer and fly north to scout. Okay, fair enough. So where to fly? Here. We have to see. Nobody's home. Okay, so that's good. That's really good. So now I think we can be pretty sure that the enemy does not have more air units. Yeah, we see all of the airfields. Okay, so let us prepare for the next turn, when our paratroopers will try and take over some of the important objectives. So here we go. We'll bomb the paratroopers and fly here. Okay. Or maybe actually we'll fly here to prevent this tank from getting back to, getting back to strength. Okay, I was thinking a lot what to do with this our elite level bomber, and then I've decided I was actually thinking about attacking this air defense, but I have such deep confidence in our Tigers that no, we'll actually attack this heavy weapons infantry, and on the next turn, after we attack them again, they will be out of ammo and everything, so our paratroopers will be safe. Yeah, do remember that heavy weapons infantries have initiative of 2, and our paratroopers, for some stupid reason, have an initiative of 0. So, yep, stupid. I agree. Okay. Should you bomb some and then no? We see another tank and we'll attack it. These are now our priority targets. Armor Ouch. Okay, another tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's not in range of our paratroopers when they will, of course, disembark, get out of their planes. So perhaps we can wait. Yeah, but by moving our Messerschmitt here, we can now see the enemy's air fleet, and we can also see that it is kind of protected by this air defense. So the question is, do we care? Not that much. We'll have to sink them. So here we go. Please do better. Yeah. So I guess we could now send our Tiger here. You will have to wait for one more turn because MrKritik was a stupid general. Okay. Who else do we attack? I think we should send a tactical bomber to attack this air defense to make room for our paratroopers. I'll show you immediately why. Paratroopers will go here, and the second here. So we need some empty spaces if, of course, we get lucky and actually clear the airfields. But since this air defense doesn't have entrenchments or anything, I guess we can also use our elite fighter. Exactly. Very good. One tactical bomber to attack the paratroopers. Says 03, because they are highly entrenched and because they are American paratroopers, the best paratroopers of the entire Panzer general. Okay. One more target we have to attack. This Recon. So, because it's still armor. Soft attack of 11, hard attack of 12, and, well, no air attack capabilities, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let us now forget about the air units. Now we'll try and deal with this anti-aircraft. It's without ammo, which is always good news. Says 06. And this fort has an entrenchment of 3. Let us risk it a little bit. Come on. I was oh, okay. No, but we cannot reach this fort. Okay, okay. So, if we send one of our tactical bombers, auxiliaries, we may be able to actually destroy this anti-aircraft. It's without ammo, of course. Perfect. Now we can reach this fort, and since the armor has moved here, let me check if we have more level bombers available. Yeah, we have one. Well, we have plenty, but one we can spare. Two suppressed. Entrenchment of 3. ammo of 1. Perfect. So now if we attack, says 1, 2. Well, okay, 1, 2. No problem. So on the next turn, this fort will be ours, and also it cannot get more ammo. You and you will advance, so you first, and now you, plus our infantry. Okay, and now our Tiger 2 way behind the lines, but this will go our way. Beautiful. If only, you know, they could move. But they cannot, you know, so... And this is it for our ground units, as far as I can see. So now for the air units, still we have plenty of them. However, this time we'll save some slots for the units we will purchase after, you know, we are done with the defenders of these airfields and the non-victory objectives of Capital Heights and Anacostia. So, okay, tactical bomber. We need a tactical bomber. Where are you hiding, tactical bomber? Don't tell me we are actually without tactical bombers. No, but they're somewhere else. Okay, so you attack, fly over this inf. Sorry. An excellent result. Now, should we focus on the fleet? Yeah, I think we should sink it first. T-boat and 2 destroyers. And I think we have an elite fighter. Yep, we do. So you deal with this destroyer, and level bombers will deal with this one plus this T-boat. Okay. And you attack. And now you. Okay. Again checking the air department. Yeah, now we have plenty of auxiliary fighters. Oh, I forgot about these guys, but okay. You are also needed here, so start working on this inf. Start working means, you know, do some damage actually. You can't have everything, I guess. And we have 2 more paratroopers. One will fly here and the other one here. So on the next turn we disembark here near Anacostia, here near the airfield, here near 2 airfields plus Upper Marlborough. The 6 I used to smoke. Well, not upper part, but you know what I mean. Okay, now let me click through the rest of the units. Okay, you are useful. So you can fly here and destroy this inf, so we can take over this non-victory objective. Two slots available. Now I'm thinking what to purchase actually, and if I want to purchase something on this very turn, but I'm guessing not, since if we purchase a Recon, a long way, you know, from our objectives. So perhaps, at least for this turn, we can now still use our auxiliary fighters, do some more damage to the enemy units, and on the next turn, you know, we'll focus on something else, and of course we'll disband our auxiliary fighters. Again, asking for a moment of your time to consider this. Entrenchment of 5. Okay, you, yeah, I admit I completely forgot about you. You will go for this. Nah, you don't have to. You will go for this tank. And our auxiliaries will only be placed next to the enemy units that we just want to prevent from reinforcing. So this is the idea. So okay, auxiliaries, you fly here, you fly here. This is a level bomber, so you can level bomb the US engineers and fly where? Over, yeah, okay. Here we go, level bomb, fly here. And now, since this inf is kind of suppressed, we'll attack it with our auxiliary fighter. Yeah, we could still suffer some casualties, definitely. And we did. Another level bomber. Now my plan, actually, I should have taken another pause, but I didn't, so... And will not attack this anti-tank because of the air defense. So let me check. What can we do? Nothing much, I'm afraid. So yeah, you can fly. Should have planned this better. So okay, you can fly here. So again, it's not about level bombing these paratroopers. It's well, it actually worked, but it's about preventing this tank from getting back to strength. And this is the last unit to move, so we'll place it here. And on the next turn we will be disbanding a lot of our auxiliary fighters, so this means we can actually now purchase 2 more level bombers, or perhaps something else. Yeah, maybe even 2 tactical bombers, so we can let these guys go, you know. Yeah, let us now go for the Stukas, since we are now pretty sure that the enemy doesn't have more air units. So yeah, fair drive for tomorrow. Take a look at the casualties. Now, as far as I can tell, the entire American and British air fleet both are gone, so still not a lot of casualties in the ground department or in the naval department, since, you know, But on the other hand, a lot of crippled units, or at least damage, that we will destroy on the next turn. Let us give the enemy its turn. Unless, of course, sorry, we can purchase something else. No. Let us give the enemy its turn. Yeah, this was expected. And the result was so-so. Ooh. I didn't know this anti-aircraft was already in range, but okay. We'll probably survive this and then send a level bomber to deal with this anti-aircraft on a river hex. So, yeah. Now, I want to save this game. Watching 005. I'll take a little pause, study the battlefield, be right back.